Every auspicious occasion seeks divine blessings. Let us join our hands and pray to the Almighty to lead us from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. I request Director Professor Ms. Karuna Jain ma'am and the dignitaries on the dais to move forward for Deep Prajwalan, the lamp lighting ceremony. I fold my hands and bow before the Lord, the maintainer of the creation. In the form of this light, I salute the Lord, which destroys all the pains resulting from my omissions and commissions. Let us now seek blessings from Goddess Saraswati. We will now play a piece of Saraswati Vandana made by NITIE students.
Three important pillars which unite each NITIEan are Sanskar, that is, tradition, the values that NITIE imbibes in us, Smaran, that is, memories, that remain a part of our closet years after we have graduated out of the hallowed corridors of this institution, and Sansparsh, the bonding that runs through all of us. The advent of the year 2013 has brought a special era for NITIE as the Institute celebrates its Golden Jubilee and marks the completion of 50 glorious years of providing industrial excellence. Every year, a batch of youngsters with dreams to scale great heights enters this esteemed institution and steps out into the corporate world as game changers. Brimming with confidence and harboring lofty ambitions, they bid farewell to NITIE, carrying along memories that they would cherish forever. Each of these youngsters has metamorphosed themselves into distinguished professionals with expertise par excellence in their respective disciplines. These alumni have grown in stature and stand today as role models worth emulation. With their accomplishments in several fields, they have kept the NITIE flag flying high, and by doing so, have proven themselves to be a great asset to this institute.
Every year, in the alumni meet, the institute felicitates the Silver Jubilee batch who graduated from the institute 25 years back. But the Golden Jubilee celebrations are about breaking away the set traditions and initiating a new legacy. This year, we take a step ahead, and besides felicitating the Silver Jubilee batch of PGDI 17, we will also felicitate the batch with whom the story of postgraduate programs started, PGDI first, and all those batches who have been upholding the command for NITIE since 10 years or more. The 18th to the 31st batches of PGDIE, the 1st to 8th batches of PGDIM, and the first batch of PGDI-SCM. So, we wholeheartedly welcome you all to the celebration of your homecoming, Sansmaran 2013.
I now request student volunteer to welcome our dignitaries on the dais with a bouquet. Professor Ms. Karuna Jain Ma'am, esteemed Director and President, NITIE Alumni Association. Mr. Dev Bhattachraya, Group Executive President, Aditya Birla Group, and Chairman, NITIE Alumni Association. Professor Ashok K. Pundir, Sir, Dean, Student Affairs and Placement, and Honorary Secretary, NITIE Alumni Association. Professor D. K. Srivastava, Dean, Consultancy and Program. Professor Mrs. S. Unnikrishnan, Dean of Academic. Mr. R. L. Samota, Honorary Treasurer, NITIE Alumni Association. I now request Professor Ashok K. Pundir, Sir, to say a few words and welcome our illustrious alumni.
Good evening. Welcome you all to the Golden Jubilee Alumni Meet. This is the Golden Jubilee year for NITIE, 50 years back. Now date has been found out on 15th of April. As one of the major activity happened in the institute, and that's the day NITIE we are considering the foundation day for the institute. So from 15th April 1963 now into 2013. So NITIE completes 50 years, and you'll find there's a big nostalgia around what has happened 50 years back, and a lot of things were put some time back when we had the Golden Jubilee inauguration down the memory lane. And we could see many of the alumni, many of the directors who had been there earlier, they're getting nostalgic and remembering their old days. Today also one such moment, when we see the alumni, when we call the PGP alumni, the one who had passed out 40 years back. Passed out 40 years back. Mind you, they entered 42 years back in 1971. 1973 they passed out. And today we have those 4 of those illustrious alumni with us. I think we must give a big hand to that group. One of them, Dr. Thomas Matthew, was the director. He piloted the ship of NITIE for 9 long years. That was late 90s and early 20th century. We have other Mr. Rakesh Mehta, Mr. Kamakar, and Mr. Javi. I thought of it taking their names because they are the first batch, and somebody entering the first batch, I think. A lot of uncertainties, a lot of things. So they saw NITIE was at that time training institute, and so only they say they are going to offer a master's degree. I think someday they decided to come to the NITIE, and that's why we all followed. If they have decided not to come to NITIE, I don't know what will happen. Right? So they are the one who took the first challenge. First, you can say the critical management risk of coming to NITIE, the institute which trains only the management next grades, and so only they are entering the 2-year-long education. So first batch, I know they have their own challenges, they have their own aspirations. Almost was met at that point of time, but I could see most of them great in their careers. I'm sure Right from the inception, when it started, whether the training or the positive programs, it has done an excellent contribution to its graduates. We're lucky to have, I think, many of the MD participants here. Excellent welcome to them. We could trace the people, someone who has come for training around 67, 68, and they written a very, very nostalgic letters to us because they say we are physically not fit, we are not able to travel to NITIE, but our all best wishes to NITIE. And they felt so nostalgic. You all remembered us by sending a letter. I think that's very nice of them. They remember NITIE, they were come for only a 4 weeks program, or maybe that time the long programs, 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I welcome this Silver Jubilee batch, 25 years. She completed. We tried our best to face most of them, but then I know that they were compulsion, their own compulsion. But they are, I think, more than a dozen, they are all here. And we are excellent or hearty welcome to them. This year, one new initiative was taken to connect back because younger generation moving, I think, they believe less in golden jubilees and silver jubilees and other things. They say too long a period. For them working in a company of 5 years itself, you become, oh, you are working for the last 5 years, it's too long a period. You become an old, as if you have no market value. So at NITIE also we felt it's 25 is too long because even when we see their photograph 25 years back when they came to NITIE and when they come to really for felicitation, it's become difficult to identify the same person as a different one. Even they don't believe that they were like that 25 years back. So we thought let us catch them somewhere midway. So we all collectively decided that okay, let's start the 10 years. So 10 years itself also a long period, maybe a couple of downs a year later we may decide 5 years itself. We may have slabs of 5 years. So we decided okay, let's have some sort of a formal engagement as well as inviting our graduates who passed out 10 years back to cutoff year becomes 2003. And I assure you it will go on every year, next year we'll have 2004. So other batches must be rest assured we're going to call you, unless we decide to advance it to the 5 years. Then you'll have to 2008 or 9 batch. So extend hearty welcome to this. So with this we are able to have 3 batches over here. The industrial engineering, the oldest batch, industrial management, and next is industrial safety and environmental batch. That is the very first batch has completed 10 years. All other alumni who have made it over here, we are really grateful to them, and I am sure they'll keep on connecting. Many of them I see, they come after a very long period. Today when I was meeting, after a long time, met them in hostels, at least Deepto, Karira, Bala, the suite of mankind, what is it? Bala, he's there. We've been meeting after nearly 32 years, it's a long period. Miracle meet 2-3 years back when he was here for his golden jubilee batch about it. But some of them we are meeting. And I'm sure they will keep on coming. I'm sure we would have, I think Ishwan would have made them enough nostalgic about the whole event. I think going around the campus they would have felt it, what they missed in the last 25 years not to be here. And I'm sure you all will be coming back again and again. I extend my hearty welcome to our research scholars, the fellow students who have passed out for their years, and they are also part of our alumni. We are planning to felicitate them today. MDP participants, because at NITIE, as per our bylaws, the one whosoever has attends a training program in NITIE, if they decide to become, they can become alumnus of NITIE. Because when it all started, there were not many PGPs around. It was PGP came only 1971. So probably at that time, the one who decided to have these alumni sessions, if they thought of to have a larger number, MDP participant also we can have as alumni member. And that's how there is a fairly big number of alumni participants who are proud alumnus. And I'm very happy to see that a very good number of them have come over today. And I extend hearty welcome to all the MDP participants who have come as a part of felicitation. Otherwise also they have come over about it. Some of them have been fairly active in alumni session. We acknowledge that part of it about it. Extend hearty welcome to our all faculty members, my colleagues, the families of alumnus and families of faculty, officers, all the invitees. and the guests of honor. They're the student community. I think they've been doing a great job organizing this event. They've been putting a lot of effort for the last few days. There could be some slippages here and there, but then the South Asians will run about it. That's a part of a great learning for them to do it about it. So once again, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you over here. And please enjoy the evening, and all my best wishes to all the distinguished alumnus awardees, to all the batches, will be felicitated, the very first batch and all other batches. I again give my best wishes, and kindly keep on connecting back again and again about it. Some of you, I'm sure, will come after 30 years, 25 years, must be realizing you didn't miss a lot. We definitely want you here, we really look towards you here. You'll find the same warmth, same affection, what probably you never thought of before. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Bhattachraya, Chairman, NITIE Alumni Association, to come forward and say a few words.
Professor Pundir, Professor Seema Pundir, Professor Srivastav, Mr. Samota, and Dr. Karnal Jain. Sorry, I didn't forget your name. I just mentioned you last because you've made a difference already. You're the newest on the block, and I can't thank you enough for having us in an air-conditioned hall at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Let me tell you the kind of experiences that I've had every time when we had Sansmaran in the lawns at 5 p.m. And sitting in a suit and a tie in the dais is not easy. So thank you very much. You've begun to make a difference. And when I got up in the morning at about, early morning, and I looked out of my window in Ramada, and I saw the new administrative building, I said, wow, NITIE looks different. So I did the new building, then today we saw the new hostel coming up, and then the difference that the students are already acknowledging that Dr. Jain is making. I think new faculties that have joined, 7 new faculty, am I right? I think the fresh smell of change is here. And I'm very optimistic, and as chairman of the alumni, I always exhort my fellow alumni to find ways and means to ideate and participate in the execution that those ideas must lead to. And I always try to distinguish between two roles here. The Alumni Association ideates. It's got people from different parts of the world, different industries, different experiences. They come together and they have feedback. They've got ideas. It's for the institute to pick up those ideas, put them together in the manner and form they work, and execute. And in the process of execution, there is some participation that we can make, and they have to seek it out and get it out of us. This collaboration is essential, but in order for this to happen, we have to have more alumni coming forward positively with ideas and willingness to participate going forward. And this is the game changer for large institutions across the world. What alumni have actually done for an institute. There are only certain things that an institute can do on its own. It's structured around rules, procedures, government policies, and ability to operate within a budget and a time frame. Alumni has the role to be able to expand the pie, as it were. Do things that make a difference, do things that the institute can benefit from, and all of us can be proud to be a part of. So with that, I welcome you all to this wonderful Golden Jubilee celebration, and with that fresh smell of change and newness, we look forward to a wonderful next 50 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those words.